Hey everyone, this is DeagleBeagle. So today we're gonna go over Ninetales-Alola. So I was talking about this with a friend, and and he was saying that this Pokemon would be like really good because Ice types get a 50% boost to their defense. However, I remember before it being weak to 4 times weak to Steel. Now Steel isn't that common, but it kind of almost forced Ninetales Alola to use Sash. But it having more defense now, it definitely is a lot better comparatively than it used to be. Even though in that meta, it was a lot faster than the average Pokemon, than the speeds now are like crazy high, like Flutter Mane speeds. So I don't know. I just have a feeling like you would want to make Ninetales somewhat bulky to like survive Flutter Mane or whatever, and maybe just sacrifice all its offense and just make it an Aurora Veil machine. But I don't think this Pokemon is gonna be that great. It's probably gonna be like B tier, where it's like, yeah, it's like a faster Abomasnow, but it would be weaker, and yeah, it's faster, but I don't think that makes it just like way hard tier just because it's faster. Like it it's still gonna get outspeed by a lot of stuff. People could just use Prankster Tailwind, outspeed it, and maybe it doesn't have to run Sash anymore, but I don't know if it's worth it. Like even in the past, like it's been good, but not like great because yeah, you get Aurora Veil up, but it's so weak with like Blizzard or Moonblast, Dazzling Gleam, whatever, that I don't know if it's worth it. So here are some different sets you could use with it though. So Blizzard, you would probably want on every single Ninetales Alola and Aurora Veil. Otherwise, there's probably no point in using it. And then after that, it's kind of whatever you want to use. I don't think you need a fairy move with it because the coverage kind of overlaps. Like, okay, let's just see something. Ice and fairy are right here. So ice super affects fighting, dragon, dark. Yeah, that does add a little bit to it, to ice, but it doesn't really help you super effect or even do neutral to a lot of what resists ice. Like a lot of the resistances are the same. Look, like fire types resist ice and fairy. Um, Fairy would make you do neutral against stuff that resists ice. Um, let's look at some more examples. I mean, steel doesn't help versus either, so it doesn't add that much coverage. It's fine to use Moonblast or Dazzling Gleam. Nothing wrong with it. I would probably use Moonblast over Gleam to focus on hitting the Pokemon that is weak to Fairy harder. But I don't think I would use Moonblast myself. Maybe it depends on the set. Yeah, I mean I might, if I'm not running Protect. But if I'm running Protect, I probably wouldn't use it. But here are some sets you could try. So Blizzard, Aurora Veil, and Protect and Misty Terrain. Now, if you don't run Protect, you're gonna be, and you run Sash, you're gonna have to probably run Terra Ghost. Otherwise, the Fake Out is gonna break your Sash. So I would probably run Protect with it, so you don't have to Terra Ghost, just for the off chance that they try to Fake Out. So if you're using Sash, I'd probably use Protect. And then as far as the fourth move, it could be like a fairy move or Misty Terrain or something. Actually, hold on a second. I think Safeguard is better than Misty Terrain because Well, it depends if you're trying to change the train or not. I didn't realize it gets Safeguard. So Safeguard is good because it protects your flying allies also, or levitators, and it doesn't get affected by their terrain. The only advantage Misty Train would have over Safeguard is messing up their terrain or reducing the damage of dragon moves. But considering how you're already fairy, I don't think you need to do that. Heal Bell might be a decent move, or Fake Tears also. There's some other moves that might be okay, but not a lot of other ones. So that's probably mostly it on how to use Ninetales. Light Clay would probably be the standard item if you're trying to use a lot of bulk with it. Um, but then the problem if you use a lot of bulk with it is that you have like even less offense. I don't know, it's kind of out of my play style, but I just don't like using a Pokemon that's this weak, even if Ice super affects more Pokemon than any other typing, offensive typing in the game. So, this Pokemon I think is going to be B tier. I think Ninetales regular is going to be better, and I'm going to show you why in the next video.